Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's Brenda. I hope you're all having a fabulous week. Welcome to all our new subscribers. I'm so happy that you're all here. I've been asked by a few to please show my measurements on this little folio I had shown with, I put a signature inside and it has this little flip here. So I'm going to do that. It's very easy and they can be adapted to any size, however you want to make them, and whatever paper you want to use. This one happens to be Christmas. We're not going to do a Christmas one today. So I just wanted to show something different. So I just have some stamping. I put this tag on here that I had made, and I just added some vellum. I was playing with the vellum, stickers, and this is just using scraps. So there's another tag in the pocket, and then a little signature, and I just put, I think I put a stick, yeah, oh, it's a little pocket that I added in there, and another vellum. It's a little flip up with a pocket underneath, and then this pocket that I just used a piece of scrap and made a tag, and then there's a tag in here, covered that. So easy. Excuse me. And then there we go. So let's, I'm just going to show you my measurements, and then we will do one together. I pre-cut the bases. So it's using two 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. Okay. So it's full 11, and I cut it down to 7 in height. But like I said, you can make them as high as you want. You don't have to just use my score. Let me just see here. So I did write it down. So base is 11 by 7. So I hope you can see that. So our first score is at 4. The second score is at 4 1/4. And then this one I scribbled out because it was the wrong score. I was just trying to figure out different marks. So 8 1/4 and 8 1/2. So this is your base piece. So then this little piece, it'll be your 8 1/2 and 8.5 by 11. You're going to cut it down to 7 1/2 on the 11 side by 7 tall, because the height will be the exact same as your base. And then I cut it down to 7 1/2, so it's shorter. And then your score mark is 3 1/2 and 3 3/4. And that gives you your little flap inside. So I'm going to put this here. You could take a screenshot of it if it will help. That one. And then this one, the smaller one. Just like that. And so I'm going to do it on different paper. And all I did is I put the 7 by 7 1/2. This is our smaller piece. So I'm going to score it at 3 1/2. And this is just paper I had sitting around. It's very old. So it's 3 1/2 and 3 3/4. And so there we have for our little foldy part. And so this is our base. I just put this in front of me so I remember. So you're going to score it at 4. And then 4 1/4. And that gives you that 1/4 inch gusset. And then you're going to come over to 8 1/4. And then 8 1/2. Just like that. So let's get this out of the way. Don't need it anymore. And then you're just going to fold in your score lines. Hoping my paper is straight. So just fold them in. It's a quick project. I mean, and then the fun part begins. You know, you can start dressing your booklet. Add in your signature. So there's that. And then that. And so when you close it, that's what it's going to look like. So I'm just wondering, where's the one I made? Yep, so it's the same size. I just wanted to double sure because, I mean, this was my first one. So I just wanted to make sure. So then your folding piece, your little flap piece, do the same. Fold your lines. And inside your gusset, you can use wet glue. I use actually the double-sided tape, and then I also use wet glue. Now this says it's 1/4 inch, but it's looking bigger. I don't know why. Let me see. Let's use this one. That's better. And this score tape is so old. It's from the dollar store, and I just had it for such a long time. I thought I better get it used up. So there we go. And I'm just going to take it off and then add some wet glue. If I just use this, I know it isn't going to stay. They're not a very sticky tape, so there we go. I just added glue down the center there. And so I'm going to put it some way. I'm going to fold it so it's flat, and then I'm going to add it on into the groove there. Yeah, it's upside down, but doesn't even matter. Close it, burnish, and then it should stay. And so there we go. So there you have your flap. So at this point, you can make one of these a pocket if you want. You can just glue your sides, put a thumb notch in, or you can leave it open like I did mine. So, and that's your basic construction. The rest is just dressing it. So I have these, and I actually wrote on the backs of them where I want them, because you know, some of the things they're different sizes. And because I made this, I put this upside down, so now it will be opposite of, I have inside, but it's actually going to be in the left and the right, so it doesn't matter. It's so yeah, let's just dress it. And then you can add whatever ephemera you want, words, you can do whatever kind of paper that you want. But they're just fun little projects. You can make it all pockets if you want, and add ephemera, keep some ephemera in it. So there we are. What did I have this one? Inside base. So that will be here. Yeah, I don't normally cut the stuff ahead of time, but this time I thought, oh, I'm going to do it. It saves time for video purposes anyway. And then you're not having to fast forward the video, because really, how many times do you have to see somebody cut paper? So, all right, now these flap inside, so that'll be there, but I think it's going to be opposite because of the sizes. Get myself turned around, but it all turns out the same anyway. So there we go. And I usually put the paper right up to the score line. That's where I measured it from anyway. And then I just have a tiny little trim of the paper color. And this paper here is just, it's just scrap. So it's a good way to use up all those papers that you have sitting around. You can collage on it all, front and back. That would be amazing. Just get all your papers and your pieces and just start gluing. Yeah, that would be awesome too. We'll have to do another one and do it with just collage. I think that would be great. Trying not to slide my finger too far across there, but otherwise I get a paper cut. So there's that. I mean, already it's coming together like so quick. Outside of the flap, that would be the other guy maybe. Nope. This one. And I didn't want to use double-sided paper because I just think sometimes it's too hard to choose what side of the paper you like best that you want to use. So I just tried to grab some one-sided stuff, and then it doesn't matter. Oh, that's good. And then on this side, but look how fast it goes. Right, we are just about finished dressing it already. It's just, wow. But if you wanted to make a bunch, you know, like we do with the mass make, do all your bases, dress them as you go. Nice little addition for your journals, happy mail. If you're doing swaps, you can just fill these up with whatever you're swapping, and yeah, it's just pretty stuff. So there's this one. Oh, I just didn't do a cover. Like I didn't cut any cover paper because I want some old book page on there. So I'm gonna come around to the back, and this is just a random scrap piece of paper that I have. I'm going to add it right there. My glue's working today, which is amazing. Oops, that wasn't too swift. Right. Outside base. Why does that seem so big? Oh, maybe not. As long as it's going inside the score lines, it's all good. And it's just inside, which is great. There we go. And then this just says, this is from the paper pack, Antiques, Buy, Sell, Trade. and that was the paper pad, and it was from Michael's quite a few years ago, but I really liked the look of the pages. And there we go. I didn't get a signature ready to put in at this moment, so when I get it, I will sew it in, and then I will show it. And so there is our little thing. So that has to get trimmed off, which is fine. I knew that I would have to do a little bit of trimming. I just have my little scissors here. There we are. And there's our little flap and the outside. And now for the cover, or do I want to use the old book page? Let me see. I put a couple pieces of book page up here as well, wherever I put it. Right? Does this happen? You have so much stuff on your desk, and you've set something in a place, and then it's gone. But that's my day. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to use it. So, great way of measuring. Not even going to cut it. I'll just use my ruler. And this is Kim Holtz paper. Oh, that's way too far. Let me see. Sorry, it's thick paper, so I don't want to chance it tearing too much. So bring in the next best thing, right? Bring in a cutter. And it's a good cover that you can add anything to it that you want. Just a tiny little sliver off. I think I'll take it off the bare edge. So there we go. And just make a little indent where I want it to cut. Oops, at the top. There we go. And I know this is a double-sided paper. I could put that on there too, but I'll use the writing. Oops, better turn it around. Don't want it upside down. So I've been Christmas shopping. Do you shop for Christmas? I know some families, instead of shopping for everybody, they put everyone's names, especially with big families, you put your name in a hat, and then you pick somebody out of the hat, and that's who you buy for. I think that's a fantastic idea. And so there is our little folio. So I have just a couple things. I have this pocket. Oh my goodness, is that ever slanted? Talk about a non-straight cut. Oh, here, let me just use this quick. You can do a much better job than I can. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's terrible. So there we go. Just my last bits of vellum I had sitting on the desk. And this side is open, which is fine. Oh, let's see. Maybe I'm going to put it this way instead. Oh, yeah. Just going to add some glue. And it dries clear, so it'll be okay. And I'm not going to leave the back of it open. I'm just going to move the glue around. just a little bit. Oops. Use my finger tool. It's a trusted tool. Works every time. Okay, so I'm going to put it here, and you can still see the paper in behind, which I think is just great. So there we go. So those, whatever glue you can see will dry clear, and then something really nice can get popped inside there. So let me just bring in my other one. I just want to see. Oops. So that's our pocket there. I did some stamping on it. I didn't do any stamping on this because I didn't grab any stamps. So this side is going to have a belly band. So why not use this piece? Oh, it's going to be a side tuck on here. And I will do it the same as the other one, just the embellishment part. Or the, you know, the pockets and the tucks anyway. I think I'm going to make it just a little skinnier though. Just follow this thin line. We'll see how my straight cutting skills are even with a line to follow. So do you have plans for the weekend? It's, we're having such crazy weather. It's cold, it's rain, it's snow, it's blizzard-like conditions. It's like, oh my goodness. Thankfully, we don't have to go anywhere on the highways because that just wouldn't work. We wouldn't be able to do any traveling on the highway. Especially when the wind is blowing. So that might not be a good thing. So I might end up gluing that down, I don't know. And so here's our side tuck. Should wait till it gets dry, but you know, I want to show you. So there's the side tuck. And then our pocket. And then here I have this, and it's going to be, it's just going to have a flap, and I'll add a pocket. So let's add a pocket first. This is cute. Too tall and too wide. So let's just fix it. And I don't really measure, you know, I just cut it down to what I think I want it, and then be done. It's still a little tall. And this paper does crack, you see there? So there we go. You put a thumb notch in it, you don't have to. I think I did in the other one. So let me grab my 2-inch circle punch. Doesn't matter what size you use. I normally use a tab punch, sorry, and use that, but that punch was closer. Don't even have to have pockets. Like I said, you can make the whole entire thing pockets. I mean, there are so many options for you. Really, just make them and have fun. Just enjoy the process and enjoy filling it, and you know, so I'm actually going to add some of this, and this is thanks to Michelle. I told you before, last time we did this, that she's the one that had this idea for using your glitter. Use your double-sided tape and then use your glitter. And it holds it, and then you can press it on and it stays where it's supposed to. This is bronze, rose gold, something like that. No name, of course, it's old. And look how pretty that looks. And I just take my thumb, press it on, and then the excess falls off. And nice. Yeah, I'm not keeping this. I mean, I have so much, I'm not going to miss it. So I'll try and leave that little bit that's there so that it will be easy to wipe up. So I'm just going to glue this to the top. You don't have to add glitter to it. You can put a snippet across it, you know, a little bit of a topper. So that will dry. Clear. And so there we go. And you lift it, and there's a pocket underneath. You can pop a tag in there, a thin journaling card, and so that's this bit right here. All right. So then over here, this can be a belly band. Use this skinny piece that's right here. Oh, like, why not? Just gonna use it. Gets it off the desk, doesn't it? Using up all the bits. There we are. So there's that. And then I had this in the belly band. And then so that can fit right inside there, just like that. And here, and look, there's the book page. I had a double pocket there, but no more vellum. You don't have to have a pocket there if you don't want it. You could just leave it bare. What do I have here? Thing is, I don't want to cover up that loveliness. So maybe I am going to just have one shorter pocket over here. See, it's okay to change your mind if you're doing these things. You change your mind, you like something else, do that instead. So there we go. Pop a little notch in there. Add some glue. Braden's coming today, so I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to finish up his mom's presents. Making her stuff and getting it ready. So there we have a lovely little pocket. And we have our belly band. Or flip up and with pocket, side tuck with pocket, and then here's our flap. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to close this up. So I'm gonna try and get it right at the edge because I didn't put a gusset on both sides, but not thinking that this was gonna curl. You know, I actually didn't think it was gonna curl, but it did. As you know, I'm not that used to using vellum, so it's a learning process. So there we go. And then I'm going to add a journal in here. And then, yeah, so we have pocket, belly band, our flip up with the pocket, side tuck, nice pocket. Let it dry, Brenda. Our flip. And then I just have to figure out the cover. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was all straightforward. I really hope that you got a screenshot. I will put the measurements again in the description box, just so that you have it written there as well. Okay? All right, so thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for, you know, all of your interactions with me, your emails, the photos that you send of all your creations. I just love it all. So if you haven't been to my Facebook group, it's Crafting with Eyes Wide Open. You can always go there, join, post all of your creations there as well. We just love to see what everybody's up to, and we love to inspire everyone else. So, all right. God bless. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.